U.S. President Joe Biden has signed the country's massive military budget into law. The bill is called National Defense Authorization Act and authorizes $770 billion in military spending for the fiscal year 2022. The U.S. Senate passed the bill in an 89-10 vote on December 15th. Days after, the House of Representatives had approved it in a vote of 363-70. The bill allocates $300 million for the so-called Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative and includes $4 billion for the European Defense Initiative as well as $150 million for Baltic security cooperation. It is also designed to counter China by introducing $7.1 billion for the so-called Pacific Deterrence Initiative. Progressive groups and the dozens of lawmakers who voted against the bill have denounced the NDAA, calling for decreasing the budget and allocating more funds for domestic priorities, especially after the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
The States is engaged in military operations of one kind or another all the world, and it needs money to do that.
The U.S. military budget is by far the largest in the world, more than triple that of China, which is the second biggest military spender. The whopping budget is set to add more fuel to the American military-industrial complex to kill more people.
You've got American soldiers still in Germany and Japan 75 years at the end of the war, and you have a Congress that is obsessed with military and defending us against the Russians. There are congressmen, in fact, who demand war with Russia.
In January 1961, U.S. President Dwight Eisenhower used his farewell address to warn the nation of what he viewed as one of its greatest threats, the military-industrial complex.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist.
The military spending bill is now set to pump more money into the military-industrial complex. Trillions of dollars have gone into military hardware companies, contractors, and security firms after 9/11. The military-industrial complex has also recruited powerful lobbyists over the years to ensure hefty budgets and contracts in the Capitol Hill. There are more than 40,000 American troops stationed around the West Asia region. About 900 troops are in Syria on a mission begun by President Barack Obama in 2015, and Biden has said he would direct the military.
Well, the United States is in fact engaged all the way around the world. There are some 800 to 1,000 bases. No one is really sure how many. There are thousands of U.S. soldiers around the world. I think that like 25,000 alone.
To carry out future operations in Afghanistan against emerging terrorist threats, even if they are launched from the bases outside the country. Even with polls showing that the majority of Americans are opposed to new military ventures, the new military-industrial complex continues to easily muster the necessary support from both Democrats and Republicans in Congress. The U.S. just ended its disastrous military campaign in Afghanistan, but that doesn't mean the U.S. wars are over. Its aggressive posture against Russia and especially China has taken a militaristic tone. The US also contributes the most to NATO's budget, and that also means a higher probability of being engaged in military activities.